Assassins, 1995. The film begins with silence broken only by the quiet tension of a hitman's patience. We are introduced to Robert Rath, a seasoned contract killer whose name carries weight in the shadows of the underworld. Years of experience and countless assignments have honed him into a man of precision, but also left him weary. Rath is not young, nor brash. He is deliberate, composed, and haunted by the cost of his profession. On this day, he prepares for another mission. His target, a man standing graveside, mourning. Rath, dressed as a mourner himself, hides his true identity behind dark glasses and calm demeanor. He waits, watching his mark through the crosshairs of his concealed weapon. But as he steadies his aim, something unexpected unfolds. Another sniper has already taken position. A young, ambitious killer named Miguel Bane lines up the very same target, in the split second before Rath can squeeze the trigger. Bane fires. The bullet finds its mark. Rath, stunned and furious, has been beaten at his own game. The kill has been stolen. This is not just coincidence. Miguel Bane, played with dangerous energy, is bold, impulsive, and obsessed. Obsessed with proving himself, obsessed with surpassing Rath, the man he views as a legend. Bane idolizes Rath's reputation but also wants to destroy it, to replace him as the world's greatest assassin. To Bane, it is a contest, a twisted duel that must end with only one victor. From this moment forward, Rath's path and Bane's are set on a collision course. Rath, still determined to complete his contracts, receives his next assignment: the elimination of a wealthy Dutch couple in Puerto Rico. He follows instructions with his usual cold efficiency, but Bane is once again one step ahead. As Rath stalks his targets, Bane ambushes, killing the couple himself in a shocking burst of violence. Rath watches in growing frustration. Every job he takes, Bane seems determined to intercept. The competition between them grows increasingly dangerous, not just for their targets, but for Rath himself. For the first time in his long career, Rath is no longer the sole hunter. Now, he is being hunted. Meanwhile, we meet Electra, a reclusive hacker and surveillance expert living in Puerto Rico. Electra spends her days observing her neighbors, her building, and anyone who comes near, through an elaborate web of cameras, microphones, and recording devices. Paranoid yet brilliant, she is an outsider who trusts no one. She sells information on the black market to the highest bidder, unaware that her path is about to cross with two professional killers. Rath's new assignment leads him directly to Electra. His instructions are simple: kill her and retrieve a valuable disk containing classified data she has stolen. But Rath hesitates. Unlike his past targets, Electra is not a hardened criminal or a dangerous adversary. She is a young woman, frightened, resourceful, and clearly out of her depth. The more Rath studies her, the less he can bring himself to pull the trigger. Bane, however, has no such hesitation. He is also tracking Electra, eager to finish the job and prove once again that he is faster, more ruthless, more willing than Rath. When the two assassins cross paths in Electra's apartment building, chaos erupts. A deadly game of cat and mouse ensues. Bullets ripping through walls, smoke filling corridors, surveillance screens flickering with violence. Rath manages to escape with Electra, pulling her into his dangerous orbit. For the first time in years, Rath chooses not to follow orders, but to protect. He sees in Electra a shield for protection, a way to break free from the endless cycle of killing. Electra, at first distrustful, reluctantly agrees to join him, recognizing that Bane will not stop until one of them is dead. As Rath and Electra flee together, Bane gives chase. He is relentless, driven not by money but by obsession. He wants Rath alive long enough to prove superiority, but dead soon after. Every step of the way, Bane taunts him, challenging his every move. Rath's calm precision clashes with Bane's reckless energy. Where Rath plans, Bane improvises. Where Rath hesitates, Bane kills without thought. The two are opposites in every sense, yet bound together by fate. The journey leads them from Puerto Rico into the heart of the United States, where Rath seeks refuge and a chance to disappear. Electra becomes his reluctant partner, her skills in surveillance and hacking proving invaluable. Together, they stay one step ahead of Bane, though the young killer's determination never wavers. Yet as Rath grows closer to Electra, he also grows weaker in Bane's eyes. For Bane, attachment is failure. For Wrath, it is a final grasp at humanity, and so the conflict deepens. Wrath dreams of retirement, of leaving this life behind. Bane dreams only of victory, of killing the legend. Two assassins, one seeking peace, the other seeking glory. Their confrontation is inevitable. Knowing they cannot keep running, Wrath decides it is time to confront Bane on his own terms. He leads Electra to a safe house, an abandoned apartment building where he sets traps, lines of defense, and vantage points. Electra, though frightened, helps him prepare. The two share quiet words in the dim light, a rare moment of humanity amidst the storm. Wrath tells her of his dream, to end this life of blood, to walk away at last. Electra listens, believing him, yet fearing the reality that Bane may never allow it. That night, Bane arrives. Slipping through the corridors like a predator, he plays his own game of cat and mouse. He calls out to Wrath, goading him, daring him to show himself. Shots crack in the darkness, plaster explodes from walls, shadows leap and vanish. Electra waits in hiding, terrified but trusting Wrath's plan. He moves with the calm of a man who knows this may be his final job. But Wrath is not finished. He positions himself carefully, turning Bane's aggression into a weakness. The young assassin, unable to resist, pushes too far, exposing himself. Their duel reaches its climax. Shots ring out, sharp, final. The legend and the challenger, face to face in the darkness. Wrath's experience, his patience, his control win the night. Bane falls, his obsession extinguished at last. The echo of his ambition fades among the graves. When the smoke clears, Wrath stands alive but not unscarred. His body bears the marks of the fight, but his spirit feels a strange lightness. For the first time in years, he has broken free, not just from a rival assassin, but from the chains of his own profession. He finds Electra. She emerges cautiously, fear in her eyes giving way to relief. The two walk away together. The legend of Robert Wrath does not end in glory, but in survival, and in the faint, fragile hope of redemption.